Oh, hey everyone, I'm Big John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show. Now, this week I want to talk to you about snack tips. I know I talked about snack tips, it was like almost a year ago, but I want to go through it again because any of you may not have seen that video. So what a lot of people don't know is that you can bring snacks and drinks into the parks as long as you can't bring anything in glass. And we always bring snacks. My mom always puts some snacks and some drinks into her backpack because, as we know, there will be chances for meltdowns, so we always have to be ready and to keep my blood sugar and the level where it needs to be. Also, when you have a Disney dining plan, you can purchase snacks using the dining plan. But here's the thing, when you do the dining plan with snacks, you have to use up all your snack stuff for that trip. You can't leave Disney and still have some snack things on your dining plan. You have to use them all. And there are some great places around the parks to get snacks. Like there is the confectionery and the Emporium at the Magic Kingdom. The Liberty Tree Market reopened yesterday. There's that Anaheim Produce at Hollywood Studios, the gift shops, so many great places to get some snacks and also some healthy stuff. As I've said before, Disney provides for those who are health conscious. So if you would rather have an apple instead of a bag of Cheetos, which my mom wished I would do from time to time, you can do that. Just because it's a theme park doesn't mean it's all junk food. Anyway, that's this week's tip. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets in a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, this week is going to be a very unique Top 5. This week, Top 5 attractions that I've been unsure about but enjoyed. So, these are rides that I was afraid of riding before in the past, but now I love them. So, with that being said, at number 5... And number 5 this week is The Little Mermaid. Now, I know what you're thinking. The ride or the show? Well, in my case, I'm never going back to the Voyage of the Little Mermaid show ever. Because of, I think you know which part of that show freaks me out the most. Anyway, the ride, because I was a bit unsure about it because, again, the whole Ursula thing. But now it's cool. It's a nice kiddie ride. So I rather enjoy it. At number 4, the Tower of Terror. Now, I have been very unsure about this one, but when I first wrote it, it was crazy. I really like it now, and it's really more of a thrill than a fright. And speaking of frights, number 3, the Haunted Mansion. Now, I'll admit, I haven't started writing this one since my last April trip in 2019. That's how late I was to the Haunted Mansion party. But now it's very unique. It's very amazing. One of the first attractions that Roy Disney worked on after Walt's death. And it's pretty cool. Alright, at number two, Mission Space. Now, I've always liked Mission Space. I do like Mission Space, right, the way it is with Gina Torres, but I liked it better with Gary Sinise. But it's still the same thing, and what a lot of people don't know is that there are two different versions of the ride. The current green ride, where it's kind of like soaring around Earth, and the orange, more intense, which is the original Mars mission. And I do the green, less intense, because it's perfect for kids, because that's the kind of thing that kids can do. Little kids can have a booster seat thing, and that's pretty cool if you have little kids that want to ride Mission Space. And my number one, Expedition Everest. Now, I was unsure about this one because of the whole backwards and the Yeti, but when I rode it for the first time, they could not get me off of it. That's how much I was thrilled about it. So, let me know in the comments if you have had a ride you were unsure about, but have grown to like it. And now, let's see. So Disney has announced that there is not going to be a Super Bowl parade this year for the MVPs. And I think that's a smart move. They could have at least done a cavalcade or something, but I think not having a parade this year is for the best, because they're not doing parades right now, only cavalcades, because they haven't had parades since the parks reopened. And I think that's but I'm hoping that at sometime, hopefully this summer, or hopefully once everyone's vaccinated, parades will come back, fireworks will come back, but most importantly, entertainment comes back. We know this summer Festival of the Lion King's coming back, but which I like, because we are one step closer to getting the citizens of Hollywood back where they belong. If you've seen my episodes of the show, and if you have seen those trading cards up there, you know I believe they will return. So, that's this week's show. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's shout-outs. If you want a California perspective, if you want a perspective of how California is doing right now, make sure you check out my friends Fresh Baked Disney. Also, but if you're more of a Florida person, make sure you check out my friend Robert Sabal and his family, or Sabal, Sabol, something like that. Sabal Family Blogs. They do videos from the parks every single day. Make sure you check them out. Also, make sure you check out Michael at Mousepiration. He does amazing YouTube videos as well as a podcast. So check Mousepiration out. And also my friend Taylor at Tremaine at Disney. She does great Disney vlogs and videos. Check her out as well. And for the latest attraction news, make sure you check out my friends over at Attractions Magazine. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.